executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Dancing to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big play that time out of Chubb. 44 yards. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing again is Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Watson on target here to Fuller. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right? And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown.